Hey, how's it going? Mr. Deadman here of the Deadman Stone Podcast. Now, I realize the optics of this video will not look good, but that's okay. This needs to be said. Look at the image on the screen. Does that offend you? Does that offend you? Does it? If it does, then you've never seen Community, and you most definitely have not seen this episode. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons in Community, which was a great show, by the way. And this is one of the funniest episodes. And not because of this image, but it's part of it. Yes, we're talking about Blackface. We're getting into Blackface. See, a lot of people were outraged by this, I suppose, and Netflix took this episode down because they're spineless cucks. And ladies and gentlemen, I said this before and I stand by it. It is never, ever okay to be a cuck, ever. Even when you're married, especially when you're married. What? Okay, it's never good to be a cuck, even for companies. Don't bend the knee to anyone. Anyway, the people that are outraged by this, I've never seen this episode, and most likely has never seen this show. This isn't Blackface. On the surface level, it looks like it is. But what's actually going on in this episode is that Chang, I believe that's his name, he's really getting into his dark elf character, or whatever the elf is, whatever that race is called in Dungeons & Dragons. I don't really know. But he's really getting into it. So much so, he cosplays as the character. That's why he darkened his skin and he bleached his hair white. Is that offensive? I mean, he did it to cosplay, literally cosplay, as a fantasy race of elves. And part of the joke of that was that it does look like Blackface, and Blackface is wrong. So they did laugh about the absurdity of it and about the taboo of it. Oh, but you can't have that. You can't have any jokes about it. You can't have any jokes about it at all. It's people just get offended. Anyone destroy it. Now, let me ask you something. I don't have a problem with this at all. I don't have a problem with someone doing this sort of blackface thing in a joke like this. The same reason why I don't have a problem with, say, a black person doing whiteface. Let's say in the movie White Chicks. It's a pretty funny movie. It's not the best movie out there, but it doesn't really matter if you think it's funny or not. I would still defend the right of a black person to put on whiteface to mock and deride white people. Feel free. Go ahead. Do so. Have fun with it. But at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, what about blackface? Or what about things that look like blackface? Is that going to be okay? Well, of course. It's not okay to them. It's not okay. It's okay for one, but not okay for the other. That's kind of weird. Then I get the history. I understand that the minstrel shows, origins of blackface, that stuff came up because they wanted to really mock in a horrible way, in a way that's not even funny, mock black people. And I understand that. And I understand how horrible that is. Yeah, that stuff could go. That's fine. But that's not what was happening here at all. Not even close to it. So, like I said, this video is going to look weird because I'm defending this. And on the screen, it could easily be taken out of context. Mr. Deadman defends blackface. I'm defending an Asian man. I'm defending an Asian man playing a dark elf. And that's what I'm defending. Okay. But I'm throwing out there, hey, if it's okay for black people to put on whiteface, what about white people putting on blackface? I get the history. I can't change my ancestors, and neither can you, right? And sin is not inherited unless you want to go all religious on me. So I'm not playing that game, right? It's like maybe we could learn to get along and joke and laugh about things, make fun of certain stereotypes. I don't know, because that just seems to happen. I mean, black people make fun of white stereotypes, but you can't make fun of black stereotypes. What? That's weird. That's like a double standard. Oh, one side's allowed to be funny and make fun of the other, but the other side is not? That's weird. That's weird. Anyway, y'all think about that. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Y'all have a good one.